news, everyone?
If you have anything you would like me to talk about on the news corner over here, make sure that you're in that Discord, checking out that news corner channel. Drop anything you would like me to talk about, and I will do so. First, we're going to go and just cover really quickly a lot of the stuff that happened with Helldivers over this last week. I know that everybody kind of has probably seen most of this already. So this is just a broad overlook of everything. Super, very not all in the weeds as much as, because there was a lot going on. But I found like all of the articles kind of over time that were getting dropped during this whole thing. So they started off, what was this, a couple of days ago, May 3rd. So May 3rd, Sony is forcing all Helldivers 2 Steam players to connect a PlayStation Network account, and it's going down about as well as you expected. So Sony kind of came out and said that if you play Helldivers 2 on PC, that you were going to need to connect a PSN account to your Steam account or whatever, to that or whatever. There's some way that they were kind of like, yeah, you're gonna have to do something like this. People were kind of confused because this hasn't been an issue before at this point. And there really didn't seem like a reason why we were able to play the game for, a month or whatever it's been now. But now all of a sudden we're going to need to, link an account. Like, it didn't make any sense. And so I saw a couple of people had kind of dove a little further in and did go check out like some of the original agreements and stuff for the game. And there was some stuff in there that said that you were going to need to connect a PSN account, but it was always kind of marked as being like optional. And then later on, the language changed and it was no longer optional. And people were not super happy. Sony has sparked a backlash after announcing plans to force Helldivers 2 Steam players to connect a PSN network or PSN account. In a statement attributed to Sony Interactive Entertainment, the PlayStation maker said that due to technical issues at launch of Helldivers 2, it allowed the linking requirement for Steam accounts to the PSN account to be temporary optional. Sony said this was a grace period that will expire. People were not super happy. There seemed like there was no reason why this should happen, especially because there was a lot of countries where PlayStation Network is not a thing. So it becomes an issue where people were not going to be able to do this. People who had already paid for the game will now lose access to the game, which did end up essentially happening. So then, apparently May 3rd as well, Arrowhead CEO apologizes as Helldivers 2 is review bombed on Steam, saying, "I just want to make great games." Arrowhead CEO Johan Pilsted has released a statement apologizing to disgruntled Helldivers 2 fans in the wake of Sony's forcing Steam players to link their accounts to the PSN account in order to continue playing the wildly popular third-party shooter. Earlier today, Sony released a statement, which we read. Helldivers received over 14,000 negative reviews today due to an update that will require PSN accounts next week. In case you missed it, SteamDB has now daily reviews on their charts page. So that's kind of what's happening here. And then, of course, the CEO says, "Ouch, right in the review score." Well, I guess it's warranted. Sorry, everyone, for how this all transpired. I hope we will make it up and regain the trust by providing a continued great game experience. I just want to make great games. So this kind of came out, and it didn't really help, but it did kind of garner some sympathy, at least for the CEO, understanding that this is not coming from them. Then on May 6th, PlayStation reverses course on Helldivers 2 PSN account requirements. Then they tweeted out, Helldiver fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldiver 2 account linking update. The May 6th update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players beginning on May 30th. We will not be moving forward. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll continue to update you on future plans. Yo, Ron, what's happening? So they've essentially have kind of reversed their thought about this and figured out like, why would we sync this game that has been doing massively well for us? Which I think was the right move. I know a lot of people were very upset and even, had kind of said that they were going to either boycott the game, request refunds, all kinds of things. I think that the game didn't ever get to that point. It just got a lot of, there was a lot of discourse online about it, which kind of was nice, I think, in terms of being able to kind of regain back what they'd kind of heard. But I think people were definitely going to be a little wary of PlayStation, as a publisher at this point. Like they've already kind of done something, and they've even stated that we'll keep you updated on future plans, which seems a little ominous a little bit to me. But I think ultimately a good thing. From here, Helldivers 2 boss impressed by players' willpower in reversing PlayStation Network requirement. The creative director of Helldivers 2 has said he is impressed by the willpower of fans after their feedback caused Sony to reverse its decision regarding PlayStation Network account being required by all players. CEO Johan thanked Sony for quickly and effectively addressing the community's concern and suggesting this sort of feedback loop should be the new standard for live service games. Firstly, I am impressed by the willpower of Helldiver 2 community and your ability to collaborate. Secondly, I want to thank our partner and friend at Sony for quickly and effectively making the decision to leave PlayStation Network linking optional. We together want to start a new standard for what a live service game is and how developers and communities can support each other to create the best game experience. I thought this, again, dude is kind of a class act. As far as like a CEO and everything, he seems like he's been very awesome. But people have been quick to point out that this does seem like very weird that he is immediately thanking PlayStation. Maybe under some duress or having to. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but it is always kind of a thing. Power to the people. That is correct. See what they can get away with, right? And so I agree. It's been kind of interesting to see this whole thing kind of ebb and flow, whatever, over the last couple of days. But I am glad to see that that at least PlayStation was very smart about it and did kind of realize, like, yeah, we fucked up. We can't do this. We have to kind of roll this thing back, which is good. I think that is the best way that they could have kind of played this after already putting their foot in their mouth. So I feel like I'm glad. I'm very glad that this is how this has kind of turned out. But it has led to one last thing I want to go over before we kind of move on, which is Helldivers 2 fans are making a cape design out of the Steam reviews, and they may actually appear in the game. So do they have it in here? No, they don't. But so on Steam, you can kind of see the reviews, and over time, you can there's a little line graph that shows everything or whatever. And apparently, the community has made a little bit of a cape out of it here, where the CEO has stated, also, the accidental cape design is pretty cool from a community member. Which then they kind of showed off like a couple of ways where they could implement it into being kind of something which could be a good way to kind of have a laugh at the whole situation and kind of move on from it, and kind of showed it off in game. I thought, what a way to kind of turn that whole thing around. I have seen in the last couple of hours or so that I haven't really, didn't really feel like it was worth kind of throwing in here, but I figured I would throw in anyway, is that a lot of the Steam reviews have been kind of getting reversed and stuff. And there's been a lot of people on like Reddit and stuff who have been pushing fans to go back and reevaluate their bad reviews and hopefully change them to kind of make that push back to kind of, where they were before, or at least somewhat so. And I think that is very cool. It seems like they are definitely trending back that way. I'm just glad for the team, CEO, and everybody. Everybody's been really awesome outside of PlayStation. The only people who are really coming out of this looking kind of not great. But that's what big companies be doing. But I'm glad that they still were, making the right decision at the end here, and some fun stuff. Hopefully some fun stuff that we get to get in game. So if you guys haven't been paying attention, Hades 2 has officially released on Steam, I believe yesterday, in early access. So there's a little bit of a trailer and then a little bit of something else I feel like we can get into. Let's check out this trailer though, because it's going to be good.
Grow stronger and complete your task. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos. All right, it's time. No! Back again.
Let us strike.
Heed now my will. Now!
Are you prepared for another hard lesson?
Please lead the way.
Nothing clears the mind like a refreshing soak. Care to accompany me?
Why not?
You'll flourish here. Be free.
So what's up?
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
I vow to shine for you.
Don't be afraid. Eternity. Don't forget all that the Titan took from you.
Family has your back, surprised as they are about this.
Which way? I can do this.
You have many battles yet to come.
I would like to see you try.
Oh man, what a banging trailer. And then from here, Hades 2 Early Access has more than doubled the original game's Steam concurrency in a day. That means how many people have played all concurrently. It is now doubled because of the early access of the original or whatever, so it doesn't, this always just makes sense to me because I see it and everything, and I'm always like, yeah, like when Hades came out, like people kind of learn about it, and they're like, a couple of people play it here, and then they're kind of finish up what they want, and then more people learn about it, and then they play it, and then they finish up. And yeah, you're never having that concurrency until you have a sequel, and then everybody is kind of like, oh, okay, now we're all back into the sequel all at one time. And so yeah, you're gonna get some of that high concurrency game, but God, it is very, very cool. I'm very glad. The game has looked great. The music has been awesome. If you want to check out any of the music, it is on YouTube from Supergiant's actual YouTube channel too. You can grab it, listen to it. It's great. They have not put it on Spotify yet. Those cowards. Let's get into this real quick. Vin Diesel's Riddick Furia. I feel like I'm not saying that right. Riddick Furia. To begin production in August. Apparently they're making another Riddick movie. You guys remember the first Riddick movie was just Pitch Black? And that movie was, I'm gonna say it, pretty decent. And then they were like, hey, we're doing more of these. And I don't think I ever saw the other ones. Because I just didn't think they looked good. $8.49 for a Forever Game is a steal. That's true. That's true. I don't think I'll ever check it out, man, though. Just pick Pitch Black again. Oh, really? Was it? That'd be cool. I would have totally done that again. I love Pitch Black. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad there's some Pitch Black lovers out there. Even if it's just me and Vash. It was good. Anime. Riddick. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see any of that stuff. All I saw was Pitch Black. I liked Pitch Black. And then I remember seeing some stuff about the other, at least the second Riddick movie. I didn't even see the third one at all. I must not have. But I remember I was like, damn, this is pretty cool. And then I was like, nah, I'm out on the rest of these though. Vin Diesel will suit up again as Richard B. Riddick, which is the worst name of all time. This summer, the Fast and Furious star is set to begin production on Riddick Furia, the fourth installment in the Riddick line, on August 26th. The film, which follows 2000's Pitch Black, 2004's The Chronicles of Riddick. Oh my god, I'm over here saying the Chronicles of Riddick, and 2013's Riddick, which and will shoot in Germany, Spain, and the UK. In Riddick Furia, Riddick finally returns to his homeworld, a place he barely remembers and one he fears might be left in ruins. But there he finds other Furians fighting for their existence against a new monster. And some of these Furians are more like Riddick than he could have ever imagined. The Bionicles of Riddick, bro, that'd be sick. Yeah, the whole premise of like the original Pitch Black was good. It didn't have to be anything craziest. It didn't have to be anything super wild or anything. It just was the man. It was a crew of people in space landed on a planet, where it gets super dark and then there's monsters, but one man can see in the dark. So now it's Riddicks. Man, that's ridiculous. That's probably a point, if you ask me. I think you should. Bro, what do you mean? You think you should? I should. I did. I totally did. I got it, man. Are you saying I shouldn't? Because that's rude, man. I feel like I should. That was a really good. That was a good pun. You see how I used his name? Like -1. Well, that's not a thing. You can't -1. You either get them or you don't. No, bro. And obviously, maybe you just didn't understand it. So the first three letters of his name are RID, and the first three letters of ridiculous are RID as well. And so I took Riddick and then just almost went from Riddick and then went to Ulysses. If I explain it, it's much funnier, I can tell. Can I speak to manager? Yes. Hello, I am the manager. Let's move on. So, I don't even know how to get into this one. This seems like a very strange one and very juxtaposed to what we were just talking about with Vin Diesel's big shiny head. Oscar-winning actress Michelle Yeoh to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Now, what is the requirements for getting the Medal of Freedom? Fuck if I know. But but she's gonna get it, which I think is cool. Michelle Yeoh is awesome. Ridiculous. I mean, sure, man. Like, you don't have to go that far for it, man. Like, I mean, I get it. It's fine, man. I think we're moving past it, you know. It's fine, you know. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You don't have to be American to get the medal. I don't know, man. I guess not. Is Michelle Yeoh not born in America? I don't know where she was born. I don't know shit about Michelle Yeoh except she's a really awesome actor. Oscar-winning actress. I guess they just say actress. All right. Well, I always thought it was just actor for everything. Actress Michelle Yeoh is one of the recipients of this year's Presidential Medal of Freedom. The video was shared on the official POTUS Twitter account, announcing the 19 individuals who received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the national's highest civilian honor. During a ceremony at the White House on May 3rd, the clip for Yeoh showed her Oscar-winning turn in Everything Everywhere All at Once. She's Malaysian. Is that where she was born? A press release from the White House states that the President of the United States presents the medal each year to a group of individuals who have made extremely exemplary contributions to the prosperity, values, or security of the United States, world peace, or other significant societal, public, or private endeavors. Interesting. I don't understand how she potentially works into this. I'm not saying that she shouldn't get it. That's, you know what I'm saying? But what? Chinese Malaysian. She was Miss Malaysia. Really? That's pretty awesome. She is super awesome though. Lisa kind of go over some of the things she's known for. I contributing prosperity, values, or security of the United States, world peace, or significant societal, public, or private endeavors. How does she figure into the medal thing? I don't know, but they're giving it to her, so fucking take it. If you're Michelle Yeoh, just take it, I guess. I don't know. And staying on Michelle Yeoh, she is to star in the Blade Runner 2099 sequel series for Prime Video. That is Amazon's streaming service, which I do have a lot more faith in now after seeing the Fallout show. Actually, probably okay. Let me get in here a second. Everything Everywhere All at Once Oscar winner Michelle Yeoh has found her next major starring vehicle in Blade Runner 2099, Prime Video's limited series following up the 2017 movie sequel Blade Runner 2049, which is a banger of a film if you have not seen it. Details of Yeoh's role are under wraps, as is the show's pilot, but it marks the latest expansion of the sci-fi franchise based on Philip K. Dick's seminal novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which kicked off with Ridley Scott's classic 1982 film Blade Runner. Production recently began overseas following a delay of nearly a year due to the double strikes of 2023. While it originally been set to shoot in Belfast, the show wound up relocating to Prague following the work stoppage. Didn't like the second Blade Runner very much. Well, you're wrong. The movie fucking slaps and you don't understand good art. It's fine. Interesting. That's how I feel about it, man. Damn, man. Really, you didn't like the second Blade Runner? I love that movie. I try and recommend that one as like one of those ones I'm like, if you've never seen it, you should see it. Forgotten most of it. Why? All right, let's keep on moving before I get upset about people not understanding good movies. Giancarlo Esposito is joining the MCU in a mysterious role and promises it's better than you can imagine. So I saw this and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. There's a couple Marvel things that will get brought up over the news today, but it seems like they're still kind of casting big big actors and stuff in the roles and everything. Very, very interesting. But I think Giancarlo, I always want to make sure I say his name right, is a really awesome actor, and he's been doing a lot of stuff, but I figured it was probably inevitable that he was going to be in the MCU at some point. But he's finally joining the MCU after years of speculation, but we have to wait to see who he's be suiting up as. Esposito confirmed that he had been cast in an upcoming superhero movie during a recent CCXP panel, according to Collider. The actor, who is usually known for playing infamously intimidating bad guys from across pop culture, has previously been fan cast to play MCU's version of Charles Xavier, which would be pretty interesting. However, now says that he'll appear in Marvel's wide universe of heroes as a different character than fans may have expected. Sooner rather than later, and better than you can imagine. So that's kind of what he's saying. Interesting. We will see. But I am very excited to see. Let's keep on going. Lord of the Rings fans mourn King Theoden. I am so sorry, guys. I do not know who this character in this is. Actor Bernard Hill, dead at 79. Bernard Hill passed. Yeah. And so they're throwing a Lord of the Rings character in here, and it's always one of those things where I'm like, I don't know how to say that. I don't know Lord of the Rings that well. Although I think, guys, real quick before we do get into this, I think they are re-releasing the Lord of the Rings in theaters or something, I think. So maybe check it out. Theoden King. Yeah, bro, you can say you can put it in there as much as you want, man. I'm guessing how I said it is how you say it, but I have no idea. Title, how you doing, buddy? Bernard Hill, who found fame as King Theoden in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy and as Captain Smith in Titanic, has died. He was 79. Hill died early Sunday morning. His agent told BBC. His representative did not share the cause of death, which is fine. I didn't realize he was also the captain in Titanic. That's very cool. Listen, I love me some Titanic. That's one of those films that is... I'll fight all of you if anybody in here is going to try and tell me that's not a good film. All right, let's get into this next one. Witcher star Freya Allen wants fans to give Henry Cavill's replacement, Liam Hemsworth, a chance. I saw this and I was like, damn, bro, this is what I've been saying. Only because I feel like it's worth giving my man a chance. I don't know if he'll be good or not, and he may not be. and if an episode or two you're not really feeling it, I think bail hard. But I feel like we got to give him a chance. Man is stepping into a nearly impossible role to take over at this point. And Witcher star is also saying the same thing. Also, she is in the new Planet of the Apes movie, and I keep on seeing her and being like, who the fuck is that person? And then I'm like, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh my God, it's the person from The Witcher. Gerald of Riviera. We'll see, man. I don't know. Speaking to Collider, Allen said that she feels sorry for Hemsworth for having to take over in Cavill in what's not an ideal situation. Though assured he's making a lot of effort to bring protagonist Geralt of Rivia to life. I don't want to speak for him, but from what I understood, I feel like he's really wanting to try and bring the heart. She said he's been training. So she's definitely kind of going to bat, which I understand. I mean, listen, she wants this show to do well, which is fine, but she probably also has seen what's happening. And I think she's trying to make sure that people give it a chance, which I agree. I think you should give it a chance. We'll see if it's good or not, though. Again, if it's like an episode or two and it's not, bail hard. Gerald of Activia. All right, fine. Because you guys have been pretty punny today, I'll give Chad a whole point. And that's not just because of Gerald, but for everything. You guys have been pretty on fire today. Bring the heart. I hope so. Let's see. So yeah. Lots of good stuff here. I guess. I don't know. Like I said, check it out if you want. I don't know. If you don't really want to, don't. I mean, don't do it. But if you want to, I might do it. I don't know. All right. Damn, what a stance. DreamWorks strikes new deal in quest to turn popular video games into animated movies and shows. And yet another sign that Hollywood is looking more and more to video games to mine for IPs because nothing can be original. DreamWorks Animation has signed a deal with media company Story Kitchen to get video games-based movies and TV shows in its pipeline. And you know that DreamWorks loves something in the pipeline. If you can put anything in DreamWorks pipeline, they're way in. They're way in. Great advice. I know. Listen, I'm just full of it. According to a report from Deadline today, Story Kitchen will be focusing on securing exciting, iconic video game IP for DWA to adapt for global animation audience. The report notes that no adaptations are currently in development, but future announcements are expected soon. Put that in your pipeline and make a video game out of it. Or something. Yeah, I agree, man. So, that's it. I don't have something else. I don't have anything else to say. What the fuck am I going to say about that? The Last Hope adaptation? What's The Last Hope, bro? I don't know what The Last Hope is, but it feels okay. I don't know. Hold on, wait a second. What was that game? Is that the one you're talking about? I swear to God, if it is, I'm gonna be so pissed. Do you guys remember that Last of Us ripoff game? Was that The Last Hope? I swear to God, if it was, I'm gonna be so pissed that you made this joke before me. What the hell was that? What that game was? That Last of Us ripoff? Man, I can't even find what the name was called. Yeah, whatever. Just give me the game. The Last Hope. Damn it! Shit! God damn it, Ron! You son of a bitch! You stole that one from me as soon as I saw it. You say it. Damn it! You son of a bitch. That's definitely worth another point. Yeah. Motherfucker. That was a good one, bro. Bro, I have not had to think about that game for so long. And then you just said that and I was like, damn it, that's so funny. Oh, man, that game got pulled so quick, too. All right, let's get into this. This is the trailer for The Boys season 4. I know there's some of y'all who like The Boys. Some of y'all are into The Boys, and it's not me. So I've barely seen anything. I feel like the only bit of The Boys I've ever seen was like the last handful of episodes from season 3 when I was getting tattooed last time. So I am not the person this is here for, but I wanted to put it in here because I know y'all are in. So let's take a look. Let's take a little look-see.
I look back at my life, and all I see are the messes I made.
Hold on, do you guys actually like that's how that guy talks? Is that how Keith Urban normally? Is that his actual accent? I hate to be this guy, but like, you guys listen to this? Like, that's all right.
And I ain't got time to fix it. I can do one thing right with the time I got left. I can't do it alone. I can't do it without you. If you thought things had changed.
This country is corrupt beyond repair, so we gotta save it.
Friends, you better think again.
It's not going to be easy. We'll have to do some terrible things.
For the greater good.
You'll no longer be beloved celebrities.
But with hurt in the fewest of ways.
You will be wrathful gods. Show me a little wrath.
That doesn't sound good, Ashley.
Oh, yeah, no shit, Ashley.
Sorry, Ashley.
The whole world is about to burn.
We need someone like you, Billy, before the soups start rounding us up and dumping us off in camps.
I have found the answer to all our prayers. A virus that kills soups.
This is insane and desperate, even for you.
Well, insanely desperate's where we are, don't you think, love?
Let's go. Chop chop, motherfuckers.
This is a biblical war, good versus evil. And I'm declaring hunting season on Star Ladders.
I can't believe this is fucking happening to me again.
Look, we've all done bad shit. What's insane is that our solution to every problem is murder. Violence isn't brave.
Violence is power. That's the spirit, champ. Who wants a creamy, delicious milkshake?
If we're ever gonna win against monsters, we need to start acting human.
You're all fucking welcome.
I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna say it like, I don't know, that accent's pretty terrible, right? I think it's not just me, right? Y'all agree. Yes, it's not for me. He's a Kiwi? Oh, really? All right, well, that makes sense. Better when you see his face with that? No, it's not. That's not his real accent? Oh, shit. He should probably not do that accent then. Star is too? Who the fuck is Star, bro? You can't just be saying that. You can't just be saying Star. Like, listen, I completely enjoy the idea of this show, and I would really like to actually watch it at some point. But a little bit that I saw of it, I was like, eh. Anthony Starr? Who the fuck is Anthony Starr? Is that the blonde guy? This guy? I'm sorry, man. I don't know the people in this show that well. I'm not trying to be to be difficult. Just to be difficult. The bad guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Spoilers there, bro. Easy, 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 easy. All right, let's keep on going. So this was a tweet sent out by Nintendo. I don't know which Nintendo it is. Just Nintendo. Maybe it's just from Nintendo's primary account. And they kind of just went over a little bit of some things that made people very excited. This is Furukawa, president of Nintendo. We will make an announcement about the successor to Nintendo Switch within the fiscal year. It will have been over 9 years since we announced the existence of the Nintendo Switch back in March 2015. We will be holding a Nintendo Direct this June regarding the Nintendo Switch lineup, software lineup for the latter half of 2024. But please be aware that there will be no mention of the Nintendo Switch successor during that presentation. People are excited because Nintendo is acknowledging that there's a successor to the Switch. Apparently they have not at this point, and this is the first bit. So very cool. Has been out that long. I did not realize it's been 9 years, but I think I got into the Switch a little late, but not 9 years. Like, not that late, I guess, but I'm shocked. I'm excited. Walmart Canada Gaming excited as well. Microsoft is closing Redfall developer Arcane Austin, Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks, and more in a devastating cut to Bethesda. Microsoft has closed a number of Bethesda studios, including Redfall maker Arcane Austin, Hi-Fi Rush, and Evil Within developer Tango Gameworks, and more. And devastating cuts to Bethesda, IGN can confirm. AlphaDog Games, maker of mobile game Mighty Doom, will also close. Roundhouse Studios will be absorbed by the Elder Scrolls Online developer ZeniMax Online Studio. Microsoft, currently valued at over $3 trillion, did not say how many staff will lose their jobs, but significant layoffs are inevitable. IGN has asked Bethesda for comment. Microsoft declined to explain or expand further the contact and when contacted or whatever. So can't believe they're closing Tango. This is crazy. So Arcane Austin specifically was the company that did the new Prey game. I was actually pretty surprised. I was like, oh my god, that's kind of crazy. That's like a big game studio. On Redfall, the disastrous vampire co-op game will now not receive promising updates, including an offline mode and new character DLC, as Microsoft has ended all development on the game. Microsoft has said Redfall will remain online to play, and it will provide a make good offer for those who bought the hero DLC. I think they said something about they can sign up for like refunds or something. They pushed Arcane into Redfall. Yeah, not even refund store credit. Oh, really? Fucking store credit. I hate that shit. Arcane Lion, which is working on Marvel's Blade, survived the call, as does Bethesda Game Studios, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Starfield, and Machine Games, Indiana Jones, and The Great Circle. Doom developer id Software is also unaffected. Of course it is. So pretty huge stuff. We will see what happens. I feel bad for anybody who did play Redfall. A, because you played Redfall, and then B, because you're never gonna get a good game out of that game, and now you're gonna get maybe in-store credit. Last couple here. TikTok is gonna sue the US government over the ban. Everybody knew this was coming. TikTok is suing the US government over the new law that would force the short form video app to be divested from its Chinese based parent company ByteDance, or face a ban in the US. In court filing submitted Tuesday, TikTok says Congress has taken unprecedented steps of expressly singling out and banning TikTok, and calls the move unconstitutional. The last one is just another kind of something that I think is a good idea, but not enough of a good idea. So Marvel has said that it's going to limit itself to 2 or 3 movies and 2 shows per year. They were looking for quality over quantity. I think this is a great idea. I think it is not enough, though. I think Marvel needs to maybe even back it down a little bit to 1 to 2 movies a year, and then maybe a show per year. I think that they are still going to oversaturate with 2 or 3 plus 2 shows. That is an insane amount, especially because of all the other IPs that are out that are not just Marvel, like Star Wars, Disney, all that other shit that people get into. It is too much still. How that holds up for a foreign company. Yeah, we'll see. I want to see how that whole thing works out for TikTok as well. Definitely not enough. I saw this and I was like, it's cool. It's a good idea. I like that they're kind of making that move in the right direction, but I think that they still may have to come back to this at some point and reevaluate as well. I think they are going to have a stellar year this year because Deadpool is the only thing coming out for them. I don't know if they have shows or anything, but Marvel Studios will stick to a somewhat reduced schedule for its MCU projects, as Disney has announced plans to create no more than 3 movies and 2 shows per year. Word on superhero series new path comes from the company's CEO, Bob Iger, who outlined the way forward during a recent earnings call. He says the plan will see Marvel putting out an average of 2 movies a year, or a maximum of 3. Disney Plus shows will be released even less often, at about 2 a year. I think, yeah, it's great that they are realizing that they need to make sure that the quality is there and decrease that quantity, because I think it's just too much, and the quality has been shit for a little while here, and I think that they've even gone ahead and said as much as well. I've seen a couple of things saying that they are learning their lesson, and they are definitely willing to kind of work themselves back up to what they were, which I think is a commendable thing. We'll see if that ever ends up happening. I don't know if it will. I think Deadpool is going to fucking rock this year. Sorry. I think Deadpool is going to rock for Marvel. I think the movie itself will be good. I'm excited for it, but I think overall, I think people are going to be very excited about it. People are going to see it. I think it looks like it's going to be a good time, but I think I hope this doesn't get them going like, oh shit, we got to get the train rolling again. I think that they're making smart decisions. Let's just see if they can kind of sustain those over a bigger period now. So this was the last thing I had. I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the news. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out. We'll hang out for just a little bit, but that will do it for the news. Thank you guys. Thank you.